Hey guys, Richard Bulger here, Harry Homesteader, and this is my apiary. I go by the name Bearded Ladies Apiary, and if you've kept bees and you know anything about bees, you'll find the name comical, but and quaint. Anyway, so it's the middle of January, and we just wanted to kind of take a look at the hives, but also let you know what's going on in the hives. And without opening them up, we're about to hit a storm. The weather's about to get really cold, but you see there's some healthy activity in and out of the box here. And notice I don't have landing boards, but they're doing just fine finding their way into the entrance. Oh, you see that pollen that just rolled right in on those girls? Watch them. You'll see that pollen come right in again. You see these scout bees are running out. They're foraging. They're going to get their forage. And then you got other bees coming in. So we have some good activity here. And I apologize for the camera shaking. I'm just trying to really on an extended reach here, just trying not to get them too interested in what I'm doing here. But if you watch, you'll see them coming in, flying low with their abdomen low, they're loaded down. They've got some nectar, they've got some pollen. You'll see them with a little bit of pollen on their legs again, hopefully here in a minute. But if you don't, there's one that had a little bit of pollen on her. Okay, sparked the interest of a few just by being here. But so they're coming in with pollen. They're coming in loaded down. To me, I don't have to open up this hive. And you see this hive is 1, 2.5, 3, 4 boxes high here in the middle of January. I also left them plenty of winter room. This is hopefully going to encourage them to have a much larger growth when springtime hits and we're in the flow and they know, hey, we've got this much room to build before we swarm. You can see some of my nukes that just didn't take, and another hive in the back that is, we're working on cycling out some deep frames in the top there. I'm switching all to mediums, or I've been switching all to mediums over the last several years because I started out with some deeps at first. But so we see the pollen coming in and out of the hive here. And so I know that they've got brood, because why else would you bring in pollen if you don't have brood? If you don't have brood, you're going to go forage for nectar. Your foragers aren't going to waste their time getting pollen because they know that the only thing that's needed right now is nectar. And yes, they're going to bring in pollen for themselves, but they're not going to bring in pollen unless they've got brood and babies to feed. So they're bringing in that pollen to feed the babies because they're still producing bees here in January. They're gearing up for spring. So it's some good activity on the entrance. Another thing that I'm looking for is I have a top entrance here, and it's going to be kind of hard to get too close without getting my hand stung here. But, or at least to get the camera to focus on the inside here. Yeah, it's not wanting to focus. You see a few bees crawling around in there. I can look and I can see it. Sorry, refocusing again here. When I look and see, I see foragers and guard bees at the front there. Mostly guard bees. They're not using that entrance right now, but wow, look at the activity coming in. And we're getting ready to have a thunderstorm here in a couple of hours. So I'm seeing the activity come in. This is a good sign. This is a healthy hive. I'm not worried about this hive making it through winter because we have maybe another, 5 to 6 weeks. I say not worried making it through winter. Here for those of you who are superstitious. It's a good healthy hive. I haven't done a heft test on it. And I say heft test and lifting up the boxes to see, just because I don't want to disturb them too much. And so, well, we'll do it now. Obviously, you want to take your brick off so it doesn't fool you into thinking you have something you don't here. And I keep these little cinders on there. They're lightweight, but they're heavy enough to really, give you an idea. And I'm trying to do this one-handed here while I keep everything on. You want to just grab one of your cleats here and just give it a little bit of a pickup. And wow, that's got some weight to it. That's good. That's a very good sign here for the bees. While we're at it, let's go test another one. You see I don't have a brick here because they've done a really good job propolising the top, and the top doesn't come off very easily. You see they've made themselves a little back entrance here. We are in the back of the hive. You can see I need to work on this box, but since I'm trying to replace it, it doesn't really too much matter. If it gets, if it starts to fall apart. But I've also got a top entrance here, and I want to get a look inside this one because with my naked eye, you can actually see it really well. Let's try to get a focus in here. They're really interested in what I'm doing here. Why are you here? Leave us alone. You see that? You can see the activity behind me. That's a healthy hive. So, let's focus back again. And without maybe getting stung here, let's try to just do a little lift up. Oh yeah. 40, maybe 40 pounds worth in there, 50 pounds worth. So that's bees and brood. Very healthy hive. Again, they're using their top entrance. And this is Alabama. We have some days in the 70s here in the wintertime. And so we're going to experience some really warm winters, not like Florida, but some good warm winters. So I actually keep this ventilated in the top. This was the first year that I've experimented leaving it ventilated year round. And that's because this is the first year that I've done full enclosed bottoms. This one has an enclosed bottom. That one has a screen bottom board over on that end. But this is going to help them have a lot of ventilation. We have a very moist winter as well, so this is going to help them dry the hive, move all of that up top, get that moisture out of the top. Anyone who has a bathroom knows moisture goes up, starts up, fills the hive. So all those vents, if you would, help that hive keep it nice and dry. They want to maintain about 50% humidity in there, and so that's their goal. This other one, we're going to come over here. I took a snapshot of it. I wish I had taken a picture yesterday. You see some foragers right here with pollen on her legs. That's hilarious. This box was wide open yesterday on this side. Actually, you can see where I put 2 screws in it, both the front and the back, and that was to seal it up. There you go. See? Pollen. She's trying to come in their old entrance that I sealed up yesterday. And so, again, another healthy hive. As I was looking over, actually, from the other hive, I could see just how healthy they were, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so they are working it as well. Again, we're running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. They may not be utilizing all of it, but they're working with it. They're not having any trouble. We're here. I'll try to give you a shot of just, yeah, we've got a little bit of shade here. Well, this is the south here. So we're going to have a little bit of shade coming here, but they have a nice sunny spot open right above them where the sun can shine on them, and they can not have to worry about the hive getting too cool and having to worry about fighting off beetles. Beetles don't like the hot hives. This one has been a very defensive hive since I've had it. I don't mind the slightly aggressive hives because they help fight off the pests. If you don't know, I don't use treatments. I do work on some integrated pest management solutions, but most of the time I am allowing them to take care of themselves. These bees, I am what you would call a treatment-free beekeeper, or what is called a treatment-free beekeeper. Is I don't go in and tamper with the hive so much so that I am manipulating them. I give them the most opportunity to take care of themselves and to take care of the pests themselves. Don't put any chemical treatments in there. Don't put any quote-unquote organic treatments in the hive. I don't do anything in it whatsoever except move some boxes around, move some frames around, manipulate their space a little bit, and take honey throughout the year. You can see it's just like a traffic jam up here because they're wondering where their entrance went, because they're probably all the way up in these top 2 boxes. And so they're trying to find the shortcut instead of going down to the bottom here. And you see they've got a little bit of traffic going on. Anyway, sorry, ADD here. But anyway, so and they do have a screen bottom board, but they also have a board that's kind of helping reduce circulation down there that I put down there last year just to kind of cut off the circulation a little bit. But anyway, so this is the bees can manage themselves. I'm more or less, I say manage themselves. They can manage themselves. I'm managing the boxes. I am a box manager and avid enthusiast. I manage these boxes, the frames. I build their equipment, I'm their handyman, and they just do the work. The queen knows what she's doing. The hive knows what they're doing. They're smart bees. They're an intelligent insect because they have that colonial mentality that ants do. They're that colonial insect like an ant is, or a termite. So they have quite a good amount of intelligence when it comes to I say intelligence, instinct. Their instinct is driven to protect and preserve the hive, whether that be against pests. They take care of their own pests here on Bearded Lady's apiary. So these are 3 of the 5 surviving hives that I have from this year. I kind of kept it low because I was very busy. But we're going to go check out one more hive real quick, and I promise you guys we'll end this video, all right? All right, the last one, and again, I apologize. I'm recording this on my cell phone, so it's a little shaky. The audio quality is a little poor. But we're back here behind my shed. This swarm landed in some stored equipment. They are 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes high, and they are still using their top entrance here, or their vent, and they are bringing in pollen. I was just observing them before I went and started this video, but actually I just saw one crawl up with pollen. There's another one. So they are bringing in pollen. They are, again, a healthy hive. I did not do a heft test on them, but they're quite a healthy hive. Sorry, I'm getting some zoom issues. I'm trying not to get my truck tag in the picture there. But they're doing quite well. Oh, some weird pacing. But anyway, so they're not really using that bottom entrance right now. They are stuck up here in the top. They are enjoying this entrance. Lots of activity coming out of here for January. They're gearing up for spring. So there's one more healthy hive for you guys. Hey guys, I wanted to close the video out this way. So anyway, me, the hairy homesteader. So you can clearly see rocking all the hair, but might be cutting off the hair soon to donate it. But anyway, so don't just make a living, guys. Grow a living, raise a living. Be part of the solution. And let's be self-sustaining, all right? And that's the goal here on the Hairy Homesteader channel. All right, guys, see you later.